Alright, what I'm going to show you is the steps that it would take for an infantryman to load and shoot his musket. There's a series of steps that you got to go through to load and actually fire these muskets. Now remember, you're being shot at yourself too, so it was required for a soldier back then to load and fire 3 times in 1 minute. So 20 seconds to load and fire. 20 seconds later, you better be firing again. That's what they required. The steps that we're going to go through is I'm going to make sure that the rifle's on safe. When cocked, that's the safe, alright? It's not going to let the hammer fall. You want to hold the weapon away from your face because you're pouring powder down into what be a hot barrel. There could be an ember down there still burning and it will go off. You want to point it away from your face. You want to be safe as possible because you're shooting black powder out of this and it is very flammable. The soldier has a cartridge box. We would carry 40 rounds in our cartridge box. The smaller box I have on the front is my percussion cap box. This is where we carry our caps. What the soldier's going to do is he's going to reach in here. He's going to pull out 1 round. Now inside this paper tube, there would be a lead bullet also in here in this paper tube. But this is just reenactor's round, so it's a blank round, no bullet. What you want to go and you want to rip the paper because you don't got a third hand, so you use your teeth. I'm going to pour the powder down in the barrel. Now, with the bullet still in there, you want to flip it over, and you want to ram the paper down with the bullet. The paper is going to act as your wad. It's powder, wad, then the bullet. Then you're going to ram it. You're going to push it down. And you want to make sure it's packed real good. Returning the rammer. Now, like I said, there could be still a hot spark in there, so returning the rammers, you got to be careful. You want to use your pinky to push it down the rest of the way. What a lot of guys did, if they're going to be in a spot for a little bit, they'll stick it in the ground. But the thing with that is, if you take off and this stays behind, you just got yourself a giant Louisville slugger. It ain't worth nothing. So you want to return your rammer. So that won't happen. The next step we're going to do is we're going to go for our percussion cap. Inside this little box is a little cap. Just a little brass cap. Inside is a little bit of mercury. That's going to give us our spark. We're going to put it on here. So I'm going to get the rest of this cap off. There we go. Alright. Now we're ready to shoot. Pull the hammer back the rest of the way. I'm going to shoot out this way. Alright. Now, we wouldn't do this in actual combat, but I'm going to let people know that I'm going to shoot my musket off, so I'm going to say, fire! Pull the hammer back.
Well done.
And that was required for us to do that 3 times in 1 minute while being shot at yourself.
Oh my. Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you for this presentation.
You're welcome.